We're outside Lviv, Ukraine today at the Superhumans Center. Inside, you're going to meet some of the most incredible people that God has ever created and put upon this earth. Soldiers who are wounded on the front lines and lose limbs come to this center to receive surgery fitted for prosthetics and rehabilitation. The spirit inside these walls is absolutely remarkable. Some of them are even considering going back to the front lines because they believe in Ukraine's freedom and stopping the aggression of a tyrant. These are remarkable people that you are about to meet.
The Superhumans Center was started as a reaction on the full-scale war. Yeah, it was an idea of our Ukrainian businessman and his friends. Since the very beginning, we had just prosthetic lab and a small rehabilitation room. But right now, this center is not just a center for prosthetics and rehabilitation, but this center is a center for prosthetic rehabilitation, but also reconstructive surgeries. Since the beginning, we discharged from the center more than 1,000 of patients with prosthetics and after rehabilitation period. And we made more than 1,500 of prosthetics, different prosthetics, legs and hands. And right now we've got this high advanced reconstructive surgery department with 2 operating rooms. And our surgeons, with the help of foreign surgeons, they make performed more than 1,500 of different surgeries. Sometimes people ask me, like, how do you work there? And all the time I answer that I see our patients not like through their trauma, through their injury, but in the beginning I see heroes. They are real heroes because they were in, I don't know, like hell, and come back, and it's like for me it's something mystical. It inspires me when a guy, for example, with triple amputation, whom been told that he will never walk again, right now he's walking there. I can see him behind his shoulder. He's walking even without a stick, crutch, and he's got only one his hand. So his left hand is also artificial, but he's the coolest guy here. His trike is standing there, so yeah, it's like a miracle. And he used 2 German electronic knees, and these guys who made these knees told him, like, you will never walk again. Your case is too complicated. And when I see his walking, riding, even he can. They had some fun sometimes with guys. They wrestle a little bit. So they live active, full life, and it inspires.
My position here is interesting in that I don't really work for Superhumans, but I work for a separate company, Aether Biomedical, and we sell and supply hands to Superhumans. But the deal is we come over here to make the sockets, do all that work, and they use the hands. So every month I spend at least 2 weeks here supplying 10 patients with a device. We actually leave here and go around to other towns in Ukraine and show clinics how to do upper limb. So right now, this is a negative cast off of a patient that I am getting ready to fill with plaster to make a positive model. And that's what we'll actually use to make a socket. This is just getting the shape, everything. Once this dries, it'll be flipped upside down and it'll be filled with plaster. And that's what lets us form a plastic socket over this that they can then wear. From here, it will dry. It will go over to the sand bin over there, poured full plaster, bring back out here, and then do what they're doing right now. So shape it, get the measurements nice, all that. Then from there, it'll go into the next room where we'll form the plastic. And then after that, it gets cut out and made nice and trimmed and smooth.
Okay.
Then it will go to a patient. And then that's a test socket. So we'll see how it fits.
Okay.
And then adjust it if we need to.
Right now in Superhumans, I made sockets. We socket for our patients. We use software. You can see socket for patients who lost limb under the knee. So right now I replace the old socket and put it the new one. My first vacation, it was sculpture. So I graduated from Academy of Arts in Lviv. Before full-scale invasion, I tried to grow in these directions, but after full-scale invasion, I decided to do something more important to my people in that moment. Yeah, because I think about art art has impact to people, in more longer perspective, but prosthetics, it's about right now and right here, so that's why I'm doing this.
I'm a humanitarian volunteer. I've always worked in the humanitarian sector. I'm not military. I never have been, and so my time here, I've been doing various different jobs. Always frontline adjacent, so up to sort of 1-2K behind the zero line, and that led me to do humanitarian and civilian evacuations, and so I was working with a team called Base UA, which is a Ukrainian team, a Ukrainian-German NGO based in Kramatorsk, and we were working in the city of Pokrovsk. We were pulling people out over the course of going in 2 or 3 times a day to rescue people, and then on the 30th of January, we'd taken 3 people and a dog out in the morning. We'd gone back in for 2 more, picked them up, and we were on our way out of the city. And just as we were sort of exiting the city, we were targeted and hit by a Russian FPV drone, which was carrying an RPG warhead. Hit the van. The charge went through the van, through my seat, and then took my arm off, which was ultimately just being held on by my hoodie. And then it dissipated and shredded my leg. I was incredibly lucky. My team lead, Ukrainian guy, got round to my side of the car, got 2 tourniquets on me, and stopped 2 major hemorrhages in 2.5 minutes, which saved my life initially. I was offered evacuation to the UK, and I had a lot of people from the UK sort of fighting to get me out of here, out of Ukraine. And I knew very little about the healthcare system, but I knew that I would do better off in terms of mental recovery here with people around me that understood my injuries, understood what I was doing. And so that just being surrounded by people in the same boat has been incredibly positive. But then also the level of care that we're receiving here is comparable, if not better, than what you would receive in other countries. And just the amount of experience these people have, and everyone is so keen to do the work, and so we're all here because we're fighting the same fight. We're all defending Ukraine, and that means that everyone is on the same page with the reasons for being injured and the reasons for for fighting. Everyone's tired. There's certainly everyone is exhausted, but that isn't. Everyone is still fighting and everyone is still pushing, and something that you don't see people giving up here. And I've seen that throughout Ukraine in my time here. No one is giving up, and there's just this kind of joint, this collective idea of the fight is still going. We can't give up, because everyone knows the risks of giving up. Everyone knows what will happen if we do stop fighting, and you just see that in everyone here. Everyone is so positive and so guys like Dusty, guys that want to get back into the fight. It's my goal as well. I mean, not to fight, that's never what I did, but get back to doing the work similar to what I used to do. And I think that's something that you see throughout the patients here, is everyone wants to go back to doing what they can to help win the war.
My husband, he's a Ukrainian warrior during 13 years, and in 2024 he lost his leg because of missile attack, and it was in the day, yes, and in night I can't sleep and thought about. You see, I didn't see the reason to lay and cry. I understood at that moment that I have to do something important for him. What can I do at night at home? I decided to find a way to help him to have the best prosthetic in the world. I have such a big power inside myself at that moment. And I thought at that moment that there is no door in the world I can't open. I decided to check what is Superhumans Center. And when I came here, it was something that I appeared inside of cinema. It was something unbelievable. I didn't see such kind of center in Ukraine earlier. But I couldn't believe my eyes that I see that it is in Ukraine, that it was super high level, you see. And I believe that Ukrainian nation is so powerful. We have enough power to see the day of victory in this war, and it gives the hope that everything will be okay. And we believe in our army, we believe in our warriors. They are unbelievably strong. You can see it in Superhumans Center. They are really heroes. I think Marvel should make some cinema about it, right? Something about Captain Ukraine, not Captain America, right?